Hello everyone, and welcome to the video which will discuss your final project, which is the academic article. Please be sure to read the assignment handout before watching the video to ensure that you're fully aware of all the expectations for the project. So to talk about this project a little bit more in depth, I'd like to start by just saying that this is truly the culminating project of our course. You have been working towards your academic article since the first day of the semester, and this is your chance to put everything together that we have learned, that we have worked towards this semester, and compose a robust, a compelling academic argument. And so to do that, I truly expect you to apply your learning throughout the semester here. The annotated bibliography helped you compile the start to a lot of reliable, relevant research. The proposal helped you gain a vision for how you'll actually compose your academic article. And now this is your chance to put that all together while also applying the moves of academic writing we've been talking about, the conventions of academic argumentation, and then truly just the overall moves we've been talking about with your writing and exploring your specific topic as you create an academic article. Now, to do that, if we scroll down to the directions portion, you'll see that I'm asking you to compose truly a brief academic article. And while it may seem lengthy, as it's 2,500 words at minimum, it really is a brief version for this genre because we have very lengthy, robust academic articles often, and you've probably encountered those in your own research. So we're creating a smaller version, but one that still has the potential to be very profound and to share new knowledge in your field. Now, to do that, you'll see as we scroll down, I've got an outline of the overall moves, the overall sections I'm expecting within your article, but a lot of this is discussed much more in depth within the teaching materials and the module content in our course. So I highly encourage you to go back and not only to look at what's in this current module, but to refresh yourself on any areas that you need to in previous modules as well. Now, for the specifics, you're writing a double-spaced academic article of a minimum of 2,500 words, and that should follow MLA standards. Now, you'll see you also are being asked to write an abstract, which I'll talk about towards the end of the video. But the article itself should follow the structure that I have here. And this, again, mirrors a lot of what you did in the article proposal project. And so you'll begin with a compelling, informative introduction. And that should include your thesis statement that clearly outlines your specific argument and grounds the focus for your article. Remember some of the moves we've talked about with introductions. This should be something that is compelling and engaging for your audience, that draws us in and establishes exigence, urgency for your issue. Why should we want to continue reading? If you need to share relevant background information here, if you need to break down unfamiliar terms to guide your readers, that is all appropriate for your introduction as well. But be sure to truly think about audience here. What do we need to hear and what will we want to hear to engage in conversation within your article? Afterwards, you'll begin your body, and this should follow the they say, I say structure we've been talking about all semester long, while also having main ideas that are well structured and logical in how they're developed and supported with robust evidence, logic, and research. And so within that, we have talked a lot about how you develop ideas in a coherent manner, and I'll be looking for that within this portion of the article. So you'll begin by discussing opposing viewpoints. You'll acknowledge how there are multiple perspectives around this issue today, while gracefully and skillfully contending with those ideas. And then you'll move into your I say section, where you assert your stance and you show the robust evidence, support, and logic you have to defend those ideas. And afterwards, you'll have a closing in college level writing, it's important to think about a conclusion as not simply a way of restating your main ideas, but truly as your chance to captivate your audience one more time. What can you say to persuade us on your argument here? How can you leave us convinced that we should listen to your ideas? And these specific moves are discussed much more in depth, again, within the module material, so I highly encourage you to consult that. Now, some additional requirements. I have some specifics about research here. So at a minimum, you need to have 5 reliable and relevant sources for your specific topic, and they should be acknowledged with MLA documentation standards. So within that, remember, we have talked about what meets a reliable expectation for this course. And then I want you to truly think about what information do you need to support both your opposing and supporting viewpoints in the article. You'll see that I'm also asking that you have a balance of research. So you have some academic sources as well as some non-scholarly sources. Now, I do not have a requirement for how many source types you need to have beyond just simply having 5 reliable and relevant sources, but there should be a balance here. And then you should, of course, be including quotes, summaries, paraphrases in your article, and they should be introduced with proper signal phrases, in-text citations. You are integrating research well, like we've discussed this semester. And then you need to cite them properly on a works cited page. And this is where I will have that heightened level of scrutiny for that because you've had several opportunities to practice documenting research correctly. Now, the other thing I'll say is that your voice should truly guide this discussion. These are your ideas, your thoughts. So while research should aid in that conversation, it is your voice that I want to hear the most. So keep that in mind. And then finally, you'll see that I have some tips about how to structure it here. So when you submit this project to our course site, you should upload one document. And within that one document, you should have separate pages for these 4 components here. So on the first page, you should have a title page that identifies your article topic in an informative and engaging title. It should be creative. It shouldn't just list the subject you're discussing. So think critically about how you can draw in your audience with your title. Then you'll have an abstract. An abstract is truly a quick overview of your article. So when we think about research, especially lengthy research like academic articles, no one wants to read through a 20, 30-page article to find out that it's not what they were hoping it was. It's not the topic or the angle that they were hoping to find. So we've created abstracts where a reader can quickly read a 1 to 2 paragraph abstract and learn exactly what main points you're planning on exploring in your article. There's more of a discussion about this in the module, so be sure to consult that. And then afterwards on a new page, you'll begin your academic article. And I'm asking that within your article, you have original informative headings. So truly, these are mini titles to guide us through some of your main ideas. When we have a robust article, to help guide readers, we have headings that direct the main ideas throughout that article. This is discussed more in depth, and I also want to point out these headings should not just simply be the moves we're making. So you should not have an introduction, they say, I say, conclusion heading. Instead, you want to have headings relevant to your specific topic. And again, there's examples of that in the module. And then finally, on a new page, you'll have your works cited page. Now, that's the specific expectations for the project, but I'm always happy to talk with you in more in depth. Please just reach out if you'd like to chat. Otherwise, good luck, and I am truly looking forward to reading your finalized, polished academic article.